everybody, happy International Women's Day. What a really exciting celebration. I've seen some awesome things going on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's been amazing. Such a good idea to celebrate all of the amazing things that women are doing. I'm often asked, how do you handle being a female surveyor in a very male-dominated industry? And I have to actually say that up until the point that I set up my own firm, NC Real Estate, I didn't actually think too much about it. I didn't see the disparity. I never worried about inequality in wages, mainly because I knew that I was up there with a really good earning, so that was fine with me. And I often came across women when I was doing lease renewals or rent reviews, and especially in property management, you come across some really awesome women all of the time. But when I became an entrepreneur, it was slightly more difficult. Other people who were doing similar things, not the same thing, but similar things in my field, were all men. Every time I went to networking events to learn more about how to set up your own business or be really successful as an entrepreneur in the property industry, usually it would be men. And that can be quite disheartening because you start thinking, well, actually, I want someone to inspire me, someone who I can relate to, someone who I can really speak to about what's been happening with them. And often it's easier to relate to a woman, and I'm sure as for men, it's easier to relate to men. So where I started getting my advice from was looking to other industries where women were making serious successes out of what they were doing. I would look to online consultancies. I would look to these awesome entrepreneurs who were going out there and just making it their own. Carrie Green, Marie Forleo. Those were my kind of women who I was like, yeah, I aspire to be them. And it wasn't something that I found within the property industry, unfortunately. Now, as I've grown my network within the property industry, yes, I've found some awesome women surveyors who I just love. They rock my socks. I'm like, yes, I want to be like them. I love chatting to them. And you know what? They make me feel really empowered, and I hope I do the same for them because I love celebrating women. What I want to see though is within the industry, more women going to these speaking events and giving talks about what actually is happening, how they've handled it, and their real experience with running businesses. I also want to see that more women feel confident about running businesses. Do you know what? Whoever you are, starting a business is so tough. I know it. I've been through it. I'm going through it. You know what? Like every day is like this. But having that support and seeing other people give you their honest opinion and their encouragement, and there's that support around there, it means that people can do whatever they want. If I could give any woman watching this any tips about starting up a business in the world of surveying and the property industry, here's what I would say. Number one, find that passion and that belief that you have to make the property industry a better place and go after it. No matter what happens, show your beliefs, show that passion, show that determination, and really resolve with yourself to keep going no matter what. Number two, I would also say there's always going to be people who don't think that you're doing the right thing, are going to put you down because they think your idea is not that great. Number three, don't really understand what you're doing. There is always going to be people who are negative about things. And you know what? If you've got the good idea and you're passionate about it, go for it regardless. Number three, do not listen to people when they just put like all the good stuff that's happened. When you're starting up a business, it is hard. It is hard because you are going to have to really grit your teeth and bear it through the tough times. But you know what? That passion should carry you through to the good times. So don't think that other people have just jumped straight into business and then it's all gone really well. It's like being this upward, to this amazing place. Most of the time it doesn't happen like that, but as long as you've got that determination, you can pick yourself up and carry on with it. And finally, always have your eyes, your ears, your heart open to something that's going to come. believe that people come into your life, be really, really, really like open to what's going to happen and who they are and what they can offer you, and just listen. Take advice that comes, decide whether it's right for you or whether it's not right for you, but be open to anything that can happen. And trust me, that's the way that you build a successful business. So I hope this has been a really useful video. It's how I found the surveying industry as a woman and as a female surveyor, and that's changed since I've become an entrepreneur. But it is so encouraging that days like today really promote amazing women and that there is no ceiling. And I hope that this continued progress sees more women celebrating themselves, celebrating what they can do, and going out there and making a massive difference.